David George Brownlow Cecil, 6th Marquess of Exeter KCMG, styled Lord Burghley before 1956 and also known as David Burghley, was an English athlete, sports official and Conservative Party politician. He won the gold medal in the 400 metres hurdles at the 1928 Summer Olympics. Early life. Born near Stamford, Lincolnshire, as heir to the 5th Marquess of Exeter, Lord Burghley was educated at Institut La Rose in Switzerland and Eton College and Magdalen College, Cambridge. At Cambridge, he was a member of the University Pit Club. Athlete, a notable runner at school and at Cambridge. He continued with his athletics and won the British AAA Championships in 120 yards from 1929 to 1931 and the 440 yards hurdles from 1926 to 1928, and again in 1930 and 1932. Burghley made his Olympic debut in Paris in 1924, when he was eliminated in the first round of the 110 metres hurdles event. At the 1928 Summer Olympics, Burghley was eliminated in the semi-final of the 110 metres hurdles competition, but won the 400 metres hurdles, beating second and third placed Americans Frank Kuhel and Morgan Taylor by 0.2 seconds. At the first Commonwealth Games in 1930, Burghley won both hurdling events and was also a member of the gold medal-winning British 4x440 yards relay team. In 1927 to 1930, Burghley also set several British records, one of which, 24.7s in the 220-yard hurdles, was set in 1927 and stood until 1950. In 1931, Burghley was elected as Member of Parliament for Peterborough. He was granted a leave of absence to compete in the 1932 Summer Olympics, where he placed 4th in the 400 metres hurdles event, 5th in the 110 metres hurdles competition, and won a silver medal as a member of the British 4x400 metres relay team, which set a new European record in the process. In 1933, Burghley became a member of the International Olympic Committee. 3 years later he was elected President of the Amateur Athletic Association and Chairman of the British Olympic Association. In 1946 he became President of the International Amateur Athletic Federation and later acted as Chairman of the Organising Committee for the 1948 Summer Olympics. Between 1952 and 1966 he was Vice President of the IOC and was a presidential candidate in 1952 and 1964. As an IOC member and President of the VIAF, Burghley presented the medals for the 200 metres at the Mexico Olympics in 1968 and appeared in some famous images of the Black Power salute given by Tommy Smith and John Carlos. When later asked what he had thought of the gloves, he said, "I thought they had hurt the hand." In 1951, while living in Eastbourne, his doctor was John Bodkin Adams, the suspected serial killer. Politician, Burghley was a member of the Conservative and Unionist Party and served as MP for Peterborough from 1931 until 1943. He was first elected in the 1931 general election, when he ousted the sitting Labour MP J.F. Horrobin. Burghley was returned to the House of Commons again in the 1935 general election. Burghley resigned his Commons seat in 1943 when he was appointed Governor of Bermuda, a post in which he served until 1945. Family. Lord Burghley married firstly in 1929, Lady Mary Teresa Montagu Douglas Scott, 4th daughter of Sir John Montagu Douglas Scott, 7th Duke of Buccleuch and Amp, 9th Duke of Queensberry, and Lady Margaret Alice Molly Bridgeman. They were divorced in 1946. They had 4 children, 9 grandchildren, 13 great-grandchildren and 1 great-great-granddaughter. Lady Davina Mary Cecil. She married Harry John Neville Vane, 11th Baron Barnard, on 8 October 1952. They have 5 children, 9 grandchildren and 1 great-granddaughter. John William Edward Cecil. Lady Gillian Moira Catherine Cecil. She married Sir Giles Henry Charles Floyd, 7th Baronet, on 23 November 1954, and they were divorced in 1978. They have 2 sons and 4 grandchildren. She remarried George Michael Curtis in 1979. She remarried again Jeremy F. R. Smith on 15 April 2008. David Henry Cecil Floyd. He married Caroline Beckley on 20 June 1981. They have 2 daughters, Susanna Mary Caroline Floyd, 1983, Claire Floyd. Henry Edward Cecil Floyd. He married Leonore Castillo, daughter of Sergio Castillo, on 13 April 1994. They have 2 children, Henry William Floyd, Daniela Sophia Floyd. Lady Angela Mary Rose Cecil. She married Sir William Richard Michael Oswald, son of Lt. Col. William Alexander Hugh Oswald, on 21 April 1958. They have 2 children. Lady Angela was a long-term friend and lady-in-waiting to Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. Catherine Davina Mary Oswald William Alexander Oswald. He married secondly the war widow Diana Henderson, granddaughter of Alexander Henderson, 1st Baron Farringdon, and had a daughter, Lady Victoria Diana Cecil. She married Simon Patrick Leatham, son of Major Patrick McGaw Leatham, on 25 April 1967. They have 2 children, Miranda Rosemary Leatham. She married Orlando Rock in 1997. They have 4 children, Matilda Rock, Cosmo Rock, Jemima Victoria Rock, Leela Corinna Rock. Richard David Leatham. He married Georgina Susan Mounsey, daughter of Simon Mounsey, on 4 October 1996. They have 1 son, Ludovic Simon Leatham. He is a descendant of William Cecil, 1st Baron Burghley, Chief Minister and, later, Treasurer to Queen Elizabeth I. Great Court Run. In 1927, his final year at Magdalen College, Cambridge, Burghley amazed colleagues by sprinting around the Great Court at Trinity College in the time it took the college clock to tell 12 o'clock, inspiring the scene in the film Chariots of Fire, in which Harold Abrahams accomplishes the same feat. The character Lord Andrew Lindsay in Chariots of Fire is based upon Burghley, but he did not allow his name to be used because of the inaccurate historical depiction in the film. There was never a race in which Abrahams beat Burghley in this feat, as the film suggests. He was the first to run the 367 meters around the court in the 43.6 seconds that it takes to strike 12 o'clock. Known as the Great Court Run, students traditionally attempt to complete the circuit on the evening of the matriculation dinner.